Your mum won't hang up. She's hung up now, though, or have you just left her talking? This is a podcast in which two friends talk about the pleasures, absurdities, and imperfections of being human. I'm Simon Ellis.
And I'm Lee Miller. Welcome to Midlifing.
I mean, it doesn't sound like you want to talk about it.
I think I don't...
I'm getting a little vibe. I'm getting a wee vibe.
It's because it's
from
really,
you there.
it's the most boring thing in the world. You know what parents are like.
Well, I remember.
Oh, all right, smart ass. They spend ages...
I'm not sure having both parents dead as being a smart ass.
What I meant
that not
was...
what you...
I wasn't implying that you're a smart ass because you had dead parents. I was implying... I don't know what I was implying. What I was just going to say was... My parents do this thing where it's like feast or famine. I'll phone them up and they're like, "We're busy." Okay. And then that's it. They'll hang up. It's like, "No, we're out having fun." And then they won't talk to me. It's like, the other day I phoned up my dad. He went, "Why are you phoning? It's the football." It's like, "I don't watch football." "I do." Goodbye. But now they're free in the morning and it doesn't matter that I've got stuff to do. It's like, "We just need to talk. And now I need you to bring over." It's like, "I can't bring that over because it's 400 grams of liquid." "Well, just get a get a baggage in the hold."
Those rules had changed.
No,
it's 100 grams.
No, 100 mils. It's like, yeah,
100 mils. Yeah.
No, I'd have to get hold baggage. Well, just get hold baggage. It's like, okay, you're going to pay me 40 quid for a suitcase that I don't need for one thing that you want. That's fine. Oh, that seems silly. Surely there's other things you want to put in the suitcase. No. Anyway, that's the conversation that I was just having. Fascinating.
This is it actually. The whole parents thing reminded me. I had dinner with some friends on Monday night in London, and
oh, you are so posh.
Yeah, as they say in New Zealand, yeah, nah.
Yeah, nah. Nah, yeah.
Nah. Oh, that's a bit Australian, wasn't it?
Sorry, I know. Yeah, I realised as I said
it's
that.
Very
like,
hard.
Oh,
it's very hard. You
across.
slip to Australian. You just gravitate towards Australianisms or Australian because of home and away.
Pin dick. I'm saying pen and deck just in case anybody's curious. I'm not calling Simon a pin dick.
Pin dick. A dick of cards. Doesn't sound right. I mean, that's an exaggeration. Let's not go there. So,
no, but you were having dinner with your posh friends in London because you're posh in London.
There's a connection between what we've just talked about. And she was talking about, because her parents died, actually, I think her father died more or less around the same time as my mother, a little bit after, but they died, I'm going to say, in quick succession, which, of course, it's not really the best way of using the term quick succession, but you know what I mean. And not like days when they're sort of like broken heart death, but I think, I wonder what that broken heart death, I wonder what it stretches to. Like within 5 years?
Oh, gosh. Yeah, I don't know. If you get to a certain point in your life, probably within 5 years is just
going.
Let's not dwell.
Okay.
Let's not dwell.
Well, I mean,
So they died quite quickly, one after the other.
And a friend of hers had said to her, and this a friend of hers, so my friend is more or less the same age as I am, and let's put that mid-50s, which actually it is. And her friend said to her, after her father died, so the second of her two parents, said, you're no longer a child.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And I was, it really caught me because I'd never heard that very simple idea that we're only children. We're always children right up until the moment. That there is no one I'm not a child of anyone's anymore, put it that way. Interesting, eh?
Yeah, it is. But I think it's not without its problems.
I mean, that's why I told you, because I knew you'd be like, find the problems.
Well, I'm not deliberately trying to find the problems, because I think it makes a lot of sense. But it does that thing where it assumes something about the person and their relationship with their parents, doesn't it?
Yes, although not, I guess or technically or biologically, it's accurate, right?
Well, you see, I don't know, because are we understanding child here to be a descriptor of age, or are we understanding child here to be a descriptor of somebody who is still in the process of being nurtured?
I was thinking of neither of those things. I was thinking of child simply to mean the son, or just say the son or daughter as a shorthand. The offspring of I'm always my mother's child. Yes.
Yeah, but you don't stop being the offspring of your parents simply because they're no longer alive. That's a lineage issue, isn't it? You are still their child. As a definition of where you sit within a lineage, you remain their child up until the point at which well, in fact, you'll always be their child even after your death, because that's how it sits.
Yes. So
I think in that descriptor, as in if we're talking about offspring, you're always someone's child.
Yes, I think. Okay, so I think you're right. Okay, so I'm gonna give you that one.
Like it's
like
Harry,
it's mine.
a palpable hit.
I always think of it as veritable, but no, palpable indeed. What a beautiful use of the word palpable.
It is, isn't it? Yes. That's a bit from Hamlet. A palpable hit.
So I think the thing you said, the other two options is the idea of someone alive who continues to effectively, I'll say, trouble you, but also want to look after you. But again, that springs the problem of not all parents stay that way.
I'll go a little bit further and say not all parents start that way.
Oh.
And that's where I get a little bit like, there's a lot of people I know who were not parented and were not nurtured. They weren't abused, they weren't abandoned, but they weren't cared for. A lot of people, the more people I talk to as I go through life, the more I think, Jesus. And we've talked about this before, that we struck rather lucky in the lottery of parents, that we were
really.
loved. Yeah, and so I am fully aware of how entitled I am, saying, oh, God, my mother wouldn't hang up when she just wanted to talk about me carrying liquids across international boundaries, which I will ultimately end up doing. And the reason
I'll go your halves if it's about the money. I'll go your halves, Lee.
It's not about the money. It's about. It's about. Do we really? Do you want to know what she wants to buy? This is who my mum is. She wants some udder cream.
Udder.
Aha.
As in girl cows.
Aha. It's what you put on the teats of girl cows when they are milking to stop them having cracked udders. Ask me why she wants some udder cream, Simon.
So, Lee, I really would like to know why your mother needs some udder cream deposited in some checked-in luggage.
Because for the past 30 years, she has used this as her face and hand cream. And her rationale being, you've never seen wrinkly boobs on a cow.
What's the main ingredient? What do you call that? The primary ingredient. What's that called? The active ingredient. What are the active ingredients?
I think I would imagine that the active ingredient would be a combination of lanolin and is it it's like, I want to say urea, but that's P. Mm-hmm. Although it might actually still be the same chemical compound that you get.
Some kind of it won't be an acidic thing, will it?
It's an astringent for sure, but you get that in all sorts of over the counter products. Gosh, What's it called?
I'm tempted to.
Oh,
I'm tempted to book a flight with a suitcase, and just so I get to have the privilege of and the pleasure of buying some udder cream. Where do you get udder cream from? Like Boots?
No, you have to get it from a farm shop. You can see
Can't you
how
just buy
this
it
is-
online?
Well, this.
I mean,
oh,
you can buy
this
machine
is,
guns,
this
you can
is
buy
what-
grenades, you can buy weapons of mass destruction online. I mean, doesn't she know about the dark web?
She doesn't know about the dark web, but this is what this whole
I mean,
conversation.
udder
was
cream on the
about.
dark web.
She doesn't need to go on the dark web. You can just get it on Amazon. But the issue that they've got is they live in Portugal. Amazon doesn't stretch as far as Portugal, which is interesting.
It is. It's. I thought its reach was.
Global? No, they don't have.
Yes.
They don't have an Amazon.pt. They do recently, and in the last couple of years, they opened up an Amazon.es, so you can have stuff from Spain sent over to Portugal. So it's not as far. And I've sent stuff from Amazon to them before with a hit rate of roughly 25% success.
You mean it doesn't turn up?
More often than not, it gets returned back, and I get a credit note.
So you mean they can't find the place?
Yeah, they can't find the place because they don't have because they don't have the infrastructure of the delivery system. It means that they don't have anybody in Portugal who knows what they're doing.
Okay.
And so,
But why don't you deliver it? Why don't you deliver it to your place in Lisbon?
Because I'm not always there.
Yeah, but then your neighbour. Or, I mean, anyway. Sorry. You don't need to be your problem solver. I mean, I'm desperate for your mum to get this udder cream. Like,
Well, she will get the udder cream because the issue.
oh yes,
The issue now is now what brand she wants, because I found it for them on Spanish Amazon.
I mean, I'm just desperate for you to get stopped at the border as well. If you're
Exactly.
opening a suitcase.
I mean, yeah.
To be
how many
full of
cows?
udder cream.
How many cows are you going to go? And the other thing is, I'm so frustrated. I am such. See, now the question is, are you?
This is podcasting gold,
I
Lee
know,
Miller. Come
but
on.
Lee David Miller, are you still a child? Quite evidently, you can hear that I am still a child because of my exasperation.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
The way you're responding to this.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
So, what she?
But will you
this is-
stop being after your mother dies? That's the question.
Oh, I'm sure I will just transfer my my frustration onto someone else.
I'm ducking for cover just in case there's a slim chance that it might be me.
Don't ask
Although
me.
I think I will for udder cream. When your mother dies, I'm going to just send you a little note. I'm so sorry to that. Could you bring some udder cream over?
Well, the thing that grinds my gears a tiny bit is, I said, how urgent is this? And she went, oh, well, I've not got much left. I said, okay, what have you got? And she shows me a 1.1 kilogram pot. And then says, it's only about a third full. So you've got about 300 grams of udder cream. How are you putting it on toast? What are you doing? How long is this going to last? Oh, I'm not sure. I mean, it should last me until Christmas. I said, oh, well, why are we having a conversation in July? It's barely halfway through the year. This is an October conversation. No, I don't want to leave it that late. I don't want to leave. What if I forget to tell you? It's like, I suspect strongly you will not forget to tell me. Anyway, I'm going to have to phone her up later and go, oh, let's see if we can sort this out. And I was talking, obviously.
I really promised myself I wasn't going to laugh so much during this episode today. And now you've got us on udder cream, your mum's udder cream. I just,
I mean, people are ridiculous. Are you Googling udder cream now?
No.
To find out where you can get it.
Did you think I was? No, I'm fully concentrated here. I was just, I was back from the microphone because I'm tearing up from laughing because of just the whole situation. So absurd.
It is
absurd.
It is it's absurd. But
vowels are tricky. So go on.
I was going to say, the important thing for everybody who's listening to know is that she will get her udder cream by hook or by crook. Please don't worry. Bob said,
"Yeah, don't write in. We don't need to know.
Yeah.
We don't need to know more strategies for getting Lee's mum."
No. Bob Bob gently whispered, "We can just decant it into separate pots. It's fine. We can do it in our carry-on." It's like,
can you take like 10 100ml containers? Can you?
Exactly. That's what we will do. As many as we can fit into our little clear bags. Oh! Or I could just stop being so cheap, and I could get I think it's more about the it's not the literal.
It's the daylight robbery.
Well, it's the psychic baggage of. Oh, I've just had an idea. Oh, I've just remembered that I'm being... No, it's okay. I'm going to phone her up and say not to worry. I can totally bring it to her. I'm being taken over to Portugal for work in a little while. I'll have checked in luggage as part of the thing, because somebody else is paying for it. Brilliant. There we go. Sorted. Check.
I'm so glad. So we've also settled the other thing, which is you will continue to be a child.
Oh, I will continue to be a child, for sure. Certainly up until the point that they die. But I think for my reflection is that the thing that will stop me being a child isn't... Oh, it is... Oh, hang about. I suppose what I'm thinking is, yes, in my instance, I will, I guess, cease to be a child in the way that your friend communicated it, or your friend's friend communicated it. But my reflection is there are lots of people who aren't children anyway, who still have parents who are alive. That's all.
Yes, no, I got you. And also, I mean, also not to say that it doesn't mean that you can't still be childish, or let's say one can't still be childish, because, I mean, I have those moments, still have all of the time. Not so often, but where I go, oh my God, how is it my mentality right now? I'm behaving like this. It's so, like where you get so insolent or so, kind of petty, like childlike pettiness.
Yeah.
Which is a different thing.
If we didn't have so little time and so much content to develop, I would edit this entire thing out so I sound more adult.
No, you've. I think this is actually because what our listeners don't know, and I'm going to just sort of mention it now, just in case you want to cut it out later, Lee, is that we've got a difficult timetable coming up with various travels and that sort of thing. So we're going to, my thought, Lee, I don't know what you think, is just have slightly shorter episodes, just so we're not quite, I'm worried us kind of like leeching out or trying to squeeze out stuff, force it out too much.
I love it. I think, so we'll have still episodes, not quite mini-sodes, but not our usual maxi-sode.
There you go.
Are we just going to have sodes?
Exactly, they're sewed. We're going to have a bunch of sodes over the summer, which are going to be released as usual on a Wednesday morning, 5 a.m. British time, whatever that is, summertime, or GMT if it's not.
BST, is that it? Is that what you call it?
BST. Yeah, exactly. They don't have those acronyms. They're funny. Italians are funny about acronyms. They don't like them. They don't use them. And then when they have to, one pops up like USA, it always has a capital U and then little letters afterwards. And I always have to look and go, what is that?
USA? USA?
Yeah, they don't. USA. Yeah, they don't. I mean, they still USA, but they don't. So they don't have Central European time. If I say that, they don't never know what it is. So I have to say Ora d'Italia.
Ora d'Italia. So you can't say CET or CET or whatever fascinating.
Chi would be, but yeah. So but that's not what this is about. No,
it's about the fact that we are going to be not far and wide. We're going to be in our usual haunts over the summer, but we're not. We're evidently wanting to travel light, and the idea of taking microphones with us is going to be tricky. But also, I'm not sure I'm going to be in a very... I'm going to be moving around quite a lot over the summer. I probably won't even be still long enough to record.
Yeah, I'm a little bit the same. But also, when I'm in Rome, there's just nowhere to record. I would have to... Oh, it'd be so weird. I'd have to go probably in the bathroom and shut the door and leave the window open just in case I dived out of it. No. Window closed just in case I was tempted once again.
Yeah, that would be wise.
I was going to... there's a little bit of follow-up from last week about that very thing.
Yeah.
But I was thinking... Go on.
Can I ask, we're just coming up to the 20-minute mark. Do you want to save this for next week?
Yeah, I think we should. Yeah,
okay.
I think we should.
Well... Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, everything in between, just to let you know...
We're all children.
We're all children.
Deep down.
Much love. See you next week.
Bye.